I am a video game music composer and a music teacher, and today I'm going to be listening to Sonic Heroes soundtrack for the very first time. That's right, I have never heard it before in my life, so join me as we uncover hidden connections, understand how music works, and have some fun along the way. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling with Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes. Yeah, dude. Absolutely awesome. Now, we're actually going to go back and listen to one section because there's some really fast chords in there right at the turnaround in the chorus that I wasn't quite grokking. What is that? Really? Wow, that is it. It's a 2. Who would have thunk? It's a 2. Ah, so cool. All right, so look, yes, absolutely awesome. And let's understand what takes what could have been a straight ahead, regular old run-of-the-mill rock tune and brings it to somewhere kind of different. Well, we can see in this Sonic Heroes, I'm going to call this the title theme. It's called Sonic Heroes. The game is called Sonic Heroes. In the chorus, this is the chorus. And if you're wondering what the chorus is, it's going to be the part that repeats over and over again that the person sings. If you hear a person singing, they sing a thing over and over again, it's a section that keeps coming back, it's probably the chorus. You can also have the pre-chorus, but we'll talk about that another time. All right, so what do we have? We have 1, Sonic Heroes, 2, 3, Sonic Heroes. Then we have the 4. What is so cool about this? Well, let me show you. The part that really blows my mind is right here. It's this and it's this. You do not see these two chords every day. No, sir. And not, especially in this context. So what is the context? Well, the context is we have this flat 6 to flat 7. Now, flat 6, flat 7, sure. And indeed, if I play through this chord progression and I just do the flat 6 and I just do the flat 7, you're going to go, yeah, that sounds cool. It works, but it's not good enough for Sonic. Here's what takes it to the next level. Instead of just staying on the flat 6 from here to here and on the flat 7 from here to here, what changes is jumping to the flat 3 here, which is actually the 5 of this, and then going to 2. Instead of going from flat 7 back to 1, which would be a subtonic to tonic movement, it's going from a 2 back to the 1, which actually turns into a subdominant movement. Yes, even though the 2 is technically the supertonic if we think about scale degrees, the 2 chord actually has a subdominant function. So it's a subdominant movement. And so one of the things that makes this sound cool in terms of the guitar part and in terms of the harmony parts is you'll look in this whole thing, there are no 5s that would be dominants. Now you could say, okay, flat 7, really? We could think about that as being a type of dominant. Fair enough, fine. You could also say, well, 3 minor, technically speaking, you could also kind of call a dominant. Okay, fine. But we don't have a 5 chord to be found in this entire chord progression. And because there's no 5 chord, we get a cool and modern sound. The cool and modern sound, rarely you're gonna see a 5 chord. All right, let's keep on rocking this roll with We Can. Oh yes, lyric breakdowns. Great, thank you for that, Chicken Blocks. Let me pull the lyrics up here on a separate screen. We'll do a lyric one on this one. All right, let's do a quick rhyme scheme. Say quick rhyme scheme analysis 5 times fast. See how you do, okay? All right, we do a quick rhyme scheme analysis. All right, so we have look out down below. All right, so we have that O sound. That's gonna be our A. Look out down below. Sonic is on the go. We have a perfect rhyme here. That's gonna earn us another A. The O and below, they sound the same. All right, next up we have can't stop this party till we save the world. Okay, so we have world here at the end. World, this is gonna be our B. Why? World does not rhyme with go. World does not rhyme with O. This time we're not alone. Yeah, okay, so we have some not quite so rhyming things at the end here. Let's bring this back for a moment. I wanna hear how it's distributed, because I don't trust the way it's written around the lyric site. Can't stop this party till we save the world. Yeah, sure. So we got an AAB, and the B, by the way, is super long, right? So it's a much longer. So we got a short, long. Next up, alone and along. Okay. This time not alone. We've got some friends along. Yeah. So we have alone, along. Now alone and along, really interesting. We're going for an AA here. So we have the al and both, and then we have the O and then the aw. So it's almost the same vowel sound, but it's not quite. But then we also have the same consonant sound of N here. So I'm gonna call that an AA. As in, we can become even stronger. Again, B, and what do we see? We see these long, short, long. So we have short, long, short, long in terms of the lyric pattern so far. Now let's check out the pre-chorus and we'll go through the chorus. All right, so I'm gonna call that one line. Together we can overcome all the odds. That's A. And if you're saying, well, hang on, didn't we already have A's? And A doesn't rhyme, like odds does not rhyme with go, oh, world. Well, it kind of rhymes with along, but anyway. Odds, it's because we have a new section. In every new section, we're gonna start fresh back from A. All right, all the odds. Okay, so I'm looking at the wrong thing. All the odds. It's never. Okay, so interestingly, we can have seams, we have seams, we have a B here. However, the rhyme actually happens earlier in the line. So we have together, which rhymes with never. So you actually have a rhyme up at the front instead of at the back. Super cool stuff. Seams. And then we have special, which doesn't rhyme. And then we have dreams, which does rhyme with the B, with seams and dreams. So we have an A, B, C, B in terms of the rhyme scheme. But as always, when we're looking at rhyme schemes, it's not just about the last line, like we're looking at together versus it's never. You feel me? Cool stuff. By the way, type L in the chat if you're appreciating this lyric breakdown. It's rare that we have a video game with so many lyrics in it that we can actually do a lyric breakdown. So let me know if you're finding this interesting. Type an L in the chat if you are. Okay, we can make it if we stick together. Well, not ever. I want to listen to the rhythms here. Everyone can do something special. Secret is sharing your dreams. Yeah. All right, what do we have? We're back to B, AAB, all right. So you can see we're actually keeping the same rhyme scheme as we started off with. We're bringing it back here. Together, ever, all right. And if you're saying, what word is that? Because if you were me, you just ask yourself that question. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Think each other together. We are stronger. So other, B on the, yeah. And again, we have AAB. AAB again. So other, and then stronger. Stronger, we have that consonants match between the other, stronger, the two. You got two syllables, and then you got the versus ah in the O sound, which is close, but not quite there. And then A is stronger, other, and then on their own. There you go. So a whole lot of AAB rhyme schemes we can see throughout this track, and then the pre-chorus getting contrast, because contrast is key. Whether you're writing songs or composing music, and I've done both, you need contrast. Contrast is key. Now, if you're a gamer and you want to create your own music, go ahead and click the link that is in the video description of this video. Get your starter pack for composing music and get some help. On the next page is the calendar. Book a call. You can talk to someone on my team, and literally all I do all day when I'm not doing this is I help people create their own music. And you're one of those people who I want to help. So if you want some help from me, you want to work with me, go ahead, click that link, book a call, and I'll see you in there. And I'll be helping you out create your own music. My clients, you can see the results page on our website, have had their music in real games, gotten their first contracts through us, have their music on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music, and everywhere else music goes. So this is a real deal. If you want some music, to create some music, this is the place to be. Click that link. All right, let's go to Follow Me. Fun.
I was searching everywhere. Suddenly I saw you there, and my love arrived just in the nick of time.
Man, this is so 2000s, man.
You're the star of my scene. We live on the edge of a knife, larger than life. Whatever I want, I get. No one could take your place. Whatever I need, I have when I see your face. Follow me inside, outside, through the stratosphere. The moon is shining for you. It knows that I adore you. Suddenly all the sadness will just slip away, and you will see what I mean. If you follow me in my dreams.
Come on, guitar.
Follow me inside, outside, through the stratosphere. The moon is shining for you. It knows that I adore you.
episode 2000, bro. That's so good. You know, even though I didn't play this game when I was a kiddo, I feel like I'm back in my room in New York State, listening to Z100 on the radio. All right, in the chorus. No. 1 to 3 to 6 to 5. No, I adore you. And a little 80s dooga 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 right there at the end to bring us back home. There's be them chords of that there chorus. Let's keep it rocking to This Machine. A little Nirvana mixed with Linkin Park. As the egg was also so good. This is so good. This is like really, really good. It's so good. Oh, I love it. This is so good. Oh, that is just so much fun. Oh man, if that's not an S tier Sonic track, I don't know what is, bro. All right, let's talk about the chorus for this machine as the Eggman watches. I am the Eggman. They are the Eggman. I am the Walrus, and the Walrus is Paul. If you know, you know. Now, we have the 1 to flat 3 to 4 to flat 6. 1 to flat 3 to flat 2. Stay on flat 2, back to 1. That is some heavy stuff, bro. It is some heavy stuff. What makes it so heavy? Well, bringing in this flat 2 here. This flat 2 is just, by the way, I'm also using red. I'm using red for dominant area, but also we could use egg for domo arigato, Mr. Roboto, which is going to be the dominant area. Now, why am I calling flat 2 dominant? Well, I'm calling the flat 2 the dominant area because of tritone substitution. And you say, well, it's not a 7th chord. Yeah, I know it's not a 7th chord, but it's creating a tremendous amount of tension that wants to resolve to 1. So I'm going to go ahead and call it the dominant area here. So yeah, that's what that is. Now if you're going, well, what do you mean the dominant area? Well, there's fundamentally 3 areas in music. We have the tonic area, the subdominant area, and the dominant area. The tonic area feels like home. This is safety. This is, your favorite hedgehog. I'm so sorry about my drawing skills. Yeah, favorite hedgehog. Okay, the ears. Oh my gosh, this is awful. Nose, eyes, it's smiley face. Oh, that's the worst Sonic ever. Okay, now, subdominant is you go out into the world and you go have some adventures, all right? This is like, Green Hill Zone. Like, you could mess up and you could need to start the game over again, but it's like the danger's not too bad. That's a subdominant area. Now, the dominant area, this is where we have the problems. This is where we've got the goggles and the mustaches and the helmets, right? You feel me? So the dominant area, that's the area of the most tension. And that flat 2 brings the most tension into the area. So every time we go from tension back to resolution, it sounds like the Eggman is defeated yet again. Tension is the final boss fight, and then we resolve it back down. Put your favorite emoji in the chat to recognize, appreciate, and to affirm me and my drawing skills and my art skills there, because the ego just won't take another day of feeling like it is not good at drawing. All right, let's go to Team Chaotix. This is so good. This is so good. Oh, that's funny. Keeping it PG. That is funny. And if you don't know what PG is because you live outside of the United States, go look up the movie rating system and you'll understand that. So they actually took out the potential for a word there that might not be something you would want your kid to hear in a video game. Absolutely amazing piece of music. So, I mean, I'm listening to this music going, bro, I cannot believe I missed out on this in my childhood. Like, if I had been exposed to this in my childhood alongside Linkin Park, alongside Metallica, man, I would have had so much more of a fleshed out musical trajectory. Like, really, really, really fantastic. Now, I gotta shout this out. I don't even know if this is true. Look, there could be a conspiracy to get me to say this live on a stream, but I'm gonna say it anyway, because well, I don't know. We can do. I'm gonna do a quick Google search on this one. This is gonna be worth it. Okay. Let's see here. We've got, is there really a gene called Sonic Hedgehog, which is important in body development, and a protein named robotnikin that blocks Sonic Hedgehog's pathway signals? Let's see what Google has to say about all this. No! Sonic Hedgehog protein is a major signaling molecule of embryonic development in animals encoded by the SHH gene. This signaling molecule is key in regulating embryonic morphogenesis in all animals. SHH controls organogenesis and the organization of the central nervous system, limbs, digits, and other parts of the body. Sonic Hedgehog is a morphogen that adapts to developing embryo. Wow! Goodness gracious me. Bro. Oh, what the what? Bro, I was reticent to say that on stream. To use an SAT word, I was reticent to say that on stream. Wow. Okay, also that piece of music slapped so hard. Let's keep going. Oh, I know this one. Never say, well, where did we hear that before? Well, we heard that before back here. Same exact chord progression, same exact key. Let's keep it going to system screen select. Man, you know, sometimes we listen to a piece of music and I'm like, they did not need to go that hard for a system select screen. But my gosh, does it slap? It's like the Sonic Heroes Super Mario Sunshine version. By the way, if you're going, Dan, why do you keep comparing Sonic games to Mario games? Well, it's only because I listened to a whole bunch of Mario not that long ago, so my brain is primed to look for Mario patterns. And so I've got this Mario heat-seeking missile in my brain going, where is the Mario? Where is the Mario? Where? At his subconscious, I'm like running a Mario subroutine in my brain. Absolutely amazing. All right, let's check out this next one and let's do some analysis on this one. All right, it is super looping. Yeah, it's fade out. Okay, let's talk about the Stardust. And then take some time. Everything's down, but I'm down. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. And it takes some time. Shit a little down, but I'm down, but it'll be just fine. Everything will be alright. Alright. Now, obviously, the end's a little different, but hey, it kind of feels like that, doesn't it? It really does. That old tune. I don't even remember who sang that one, or who wrote that one, or a matter of fact, who played that one. But anyway you slice it, anyway you dice it, it sure does sound like that. If we break it down, with the key of E major, we got a 1 power chord, to a 5, to a 4, to a 2, 4, 5, and then that brings us back to 1. Is that the anthem by Good Charlotte? Well, see, there you go. Now, I don't think that's the anthem by Good Charlotte. I don't think that's Good Charlotte. I think that's like too happy for Good Charlotte, isn't it? Jimmy Eat World sounds more like it. Jimmy Eat World. Okay, yeah. That was like a Good Charlotte. No one's crying in this one. That was a Good Charlotte. Nothing's wrong. It takes everything's gonna be all right. That's not a Good Charlotte song. All right. Good Charlotte song is more like, it's raining, I'm wearing mascara, and life is horrible. By the way, shout out, respect to all you Good Charlotte fans. I love that music. And the only reason I know to sort of poke at it that way is because I listen to so much of it myself. All right, let's check out the next one. Seaside Hill. Shout out to Music Sheet for the assist on that last one. Ah, we just listened to this. What key are we at? What happened? Okay, so what we have is actually pretty cool and also rather a 2000s thing. I'd call that 4 in first inversion to then flat 6 to flat 7 and then repeat flat 6. All right, here's what's really cool. This is actually, we're seeing a pattern from another piece of music we've heard so far in this OST here as well. Check this out. So in the song that I think was sung by Tails, we heard this 4-5, 4, we had 4-5, 4-5, come on, pen. There we go. 4-5, 4-5. We heard that thing going on there. Now, what we can see here is 6-7, flat 6-7, which is, you know, for all intents and purposes, or intensive purposes, or I'm intense with a porpoise. Either way, if you're dancing under a tent with a porpoise, my respect to you for how far you've come in life. But we have flat 6 to flat 7, flat 6 to flat 7. Now, that right there is a mirror of the 4-5, 4-5. Now, before we get there, we have this 1 in the key of E to 1 with a 7 to flat 7. I'm gonna call this 4 in first inversion, Rivers in the Desert chord, then to flat 6 to flat 7. Flat 6 to flat 7. And the question is, look, is it a 6 or is it a 7, and does it even matter? Let's go to the next one. All right, I got the lick. Ah. Woo! Paraphrasing slightly there at the end. But let's talk about approach tones or approach notes. So we have this idea, we're outlining a C major triad. Well, really C7. So we have a 5, 5, flat 7, 6, flat 5, to 5, flat 3, to 3, 1, then flat 7. Oh yeah. Oops, missed the guitar on that one. Beautiful stuff. Let's keep it cooking to Egg Hawk. This is kind of U2-ish. Wow, what a jam. Reminds me of U2's How to Destroy an Atomic Bomb album, the single off that, I forget what it was called. Hello, hello, oh, Vertigo. Okay, Egg Hawk, super awesome. Man, this whole OST is like a guitar paradise found in the middle of a Sonic paradise, which as far as I'm concerned, is paradise. I don't know if you can tell by the guitar and the fact that I'm listening to Sonic music that I might like both those things. I do like both those things. I like them very much. Very much indeed. All right, let's keep it cooking to Grand Metropolis. All right, I get it. Great. We get it. Cool. Awesome. So, Grand Metropolis. We have at the foundation of this is a 1-4-2-4-1. Staying in a more modern and cool sound, there is no 5. By the way, it's not always true that if you have a 5, it's not going to sound modern and cool. However, here, you sure enough stay in the tonic area, subdominant, and then back to the tonic areas. You can see I've color coded for you if you happen to be colorblind, where you see the Roman numeral 1, that's the uppercase I, that's green, and then we've got yellow over here. So we've got 1, to 4, 2, I'm paraphrasing, but you get the idea. 1s, 4s, and 2s. Oh my. Let's keep cooking to the next one, power plant. Oops. What? That was like... Power plant changes keys. Now here it's an F. All right, so power plant starts off in like a G dominant area. Now we're at F. Wild, cool, and wacky stuff coming out of the power plant from Sonic Heroes. Let's check out Special Stage Bonus. Oh my. This is different than the first time I heard it, right? Or maybe I'm tripping. Oh, I'm not tripping. Okay. All right, so in the first A section of, okay, well, of course, this is the first A section. There's only going to be one A section. Okay, so we have the A section. The A section is, we're a little out of tune there, but that's okay. We have a, you ever go to say that's okay, and then that's all right at the same time, and it comes out, you say that's oh kite? Like, as in, someone's flying a kite, and you say, that's oh, a kite. That's oh, kite. So, we're live, Dan. Don't make the people wait. Don't make the people are waiting. The people are waiting. Don't leave the stream. I'm just doing about, okay, we're done. So we have 2, 4, 7, 1 minor 7, 2, 4, 7. I'm doing it 9 here as well. Now, it goes to the B section. I'm going to say in the B section it changes. Why? Because it's just a 4, 3, 2, 1, all 7th chords in the key of C major, and then it goes 4, 3, 2, to a 5 sus, 5 sus 4. Might have flat 7.5. But anyway, point is, it really does feel, I mean, we talked about this in the last Sonic game we listened to. I think we talked about this in the last Sonic game we listened to, and we actually saw it in this exact key, and I said, other video games do this in this exact key. There's something about A minor to C major you hear in a bunch of different video games. And you can hear it just going back and forth. Now, Music Sheep says, this is driving me crazy. Why do some of these pieces have a similar chord progression to Mario Kart 8? Well, Music Sheep, I gotta tell you, the piece we just listened to, in my opinion, just one guy, that fit for Mario Kart. Let's keep it going. Well, with special stage Emerald Challenge, we hear in the key of F sharp major this time. 1 to flat 3 to 4 to flat 3 to 4 back to 1. And then after 0, 1 1 flat 7 6 flat 6. Let's keep it cooking with this next one. By the way, type a S in the chat if you're enjoying this stream and these breakdowns here. Oh, funky. Ooh, that was funky. All right, so much cool stuff going on in, hold on. In verse team battle, we have, come on, Dan. Come on, buddy. A little messy there. One more time. There we go. We putting that guitar playing to the test today, so we have this riff in C minor. That's going to be the A section. That bump, 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 dugga, bump, 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 dugga. And then we have a 1 to flat 6, to a flat 3, to a flat 7. Also known as the 6, 1, 5, 2. Depending on how you want to slice that. If you think about we actually being in the key of A flat major, there being the relative major of C minor. Yes, that checks out. No, it doesn't check out. E flat major. What am I doing? Hello! So actually, there's a 6, 4, 1, 5. Duh. I was like, hang on a second. Something's not right. Okay, great. I'm glad we clarified that basic music theory piece of information there. Thank you very much for bearing with me as we figured that one out. This next one is called Bingo Highway. Psych! Casino Park. All right, great. Now let's talk about the ABAC motif pattern, which also shows up in subphrase patterns that we've actually seen before in other Sonic games that is showing up here as well. You could call this a classic Sonic melody pattern. And indeed, you could take a step back and say, well, it's a classic video game music melody pattern, and you'd also be right. But Sonic music is video game music, so we're gonna go ahead today and call it a classic Sonic video game music pattern. What's a pattern? So we have the A, and I'm paraphrasing here. The B, again paraphrasing, then we're back to A. Then we have C. So we have then B, then A, then C, B, A, C. Type A, B, A, C in the chat if you heard it, and type no, and I will sing it another 20 times until it sticks in your brain and you wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night going, A, B, A, C, A, B, A, C, get it, okay? Great, cool. You got it? Let's keep it going. Yeah, okay, I get it. Huh, hold on. Okay, we're gonna go to System Screen 2P Verse menu. All right, so look, it's not that I don't like techno as a genre, it's when you have one piece of music that's repeating the same idea for 3 minutes straight after I hear it 2 times. I get it. In fact, I was on a call with a game developer, it was 2 or 3 days ago, and he was playing me a piece of music for like an influence for the game, and I heard 15 seconds of the piece of music, I was like, okay, got it. And he was like, what? I was like, nah, I got it. I heard 15 seconds of it, I get the piece. I'm good to go. I've lived a life of music. I get it. And so it's not that I don't like techno. It's when I say, okay, I got it. I get it. All right, cool. So right here we had the key of A to a flat 6. Excuse me, flat 7 to a flat 6. Back to 1. All right, let's keep it going with Battle Casino Area. Ooh, some whole tone scales in there. Let's go. Okay. So guys, let's talk about the Spencer Davies, or it's either Spencer Davis or Spencer Davies group. There's a tune from like, it's the 70s or 80s that goes, I'm a man, yes I am, I'm a man, and if you want to see this is, by the way, not the first time I brought up that I'd call it, you know, maybe not a hallmark of funk music, but certainly a standout, certainly an all-star of funk music that you can see referenced throughout many OSTs that give a nod of the hat to funk music. You can hear that happening, as far as I'm concerned, right here in Battle Casino area. We can hear that Spencer Davies influence down to the same key, in the key of E, using that E7 chord and then that chromatic walk down from G to F sharp to F down to E. And if you're saying, what does chromatic mean? Well, chroma means color in like Greek kind of languages. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually in modern Greek, chroma means color. Maybe one of our Greek friends over here on this channel, we've got plenty of them. Let me know, let us know in the comments if that's the modern thing. We could also just look that up on the old Googs. Give it a Googs. Chroma equals color. So what do you mean all the colors? It means all the notes in a row. That's all it means. All the notes in a row. And it's also Metallica if you play it like that. So it's either funk if you go. Then it's funk. Now if you play it like this, it's Metallica. There we go, I think that's how it ends. Anyway, point is, cool stuff. Let's keep it cooking. Yeah, see, ERFGS455 in the chat says, I knew that funk song by you mentioning it. Yep, I'm telling you, man, it's an influence in a lot, as far as I can tell, of a lot of OSTs. Let's check out Battle Cry area, Battle City area. Woo! By the way, I know how to read. I don't have someone off screen, reading the screen, feeding me in an earpiece, and every once in a while we have like a game of telephone that breaks down. Sometimes I'm just moving fast. Making my way downtown. All right, so in Battle City area, we can hear a pretty cool chord progression happening here. We have the 1, the flat 7. In fact, man, I just played that so terribly in terms of rhythm, but that's okay. We're gonna let that go. So it was 1 to flat 7 back to 1. And that's the whole A section. Now for a contrast, the B section has the same chords, just goes to flat 7 first. So just because you're composing a piece of music and you only use 2 chords for your A section doesn't mean you can't use those same 2 chords for your B section. Just reverse the order. We start off with 1 to flat 7, back to 1. That's our entire A section. And then the B section, what is it? It's just flat 7 to 1. That's it. You get an entire piece of music, pretty much. Obviously went to the 4 chord for a moment there, but you get an entire piece of music, just added 2 chords. Also, by the way, for you deep in Sonic fans, you will notice that the key of this piece of music was the key of A major. And the chords that were used were the 1 and the flat 7 being an A and the G major. And for those of you deep in Sonic fans, you will know that in the original first Sonic game, the first pieces of music we hear are actually in the key of A and G, and that the invincibility themes and all those good other stuffs, it's all in the key of A, and you get that A and the G there too. Yes. Let's keep it cooking. Oh yeah, I did skip the C area. I'll go back to it. All right, so in Quick Race, We're in the key of A major again. We go 1, 4, 1, 4, 5, 1, 4, 1, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. And you're going, well, I think we've heard something like that before. You sure have. Look all the way back at that tune. It sounded like Tails was singing. What did we have? Whoops, wrong one. We had a whole bunch of, there you go. I'm calling it. The 4/5 subdominant dominant Sonic Heroes repetition, as it henceforth shall be known from here until the end of time. And by that I mean next Thursday when we all forget about it. Let's keep it going with a Battle C area. Wait, there's a... Oh, that went by so fast I almost forgot to play it. All right, so we had a 1 to flat deflate to pip 3 4 to 2 4 5 back to 1. Let's keep it going. B, the man in the arena. Let's check out Rising Bro. I need to drink some water. Ring Race. Again, goes so fast. My goodness. All right, so that there chord progression is in the key of C major. And we've got a 1, and then we've got a 6, and then go up a half step to a flat 7. That then brings us back to the 1. Here come the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Monkey business happening on the dance floor. It's in 2 different keys. This is 2 different keys. Okay, monkey business literally sounds like monkey business because there's it's polyharmony. There's a word for it, and it's escaping me. Considering I couldn't read some basic English words 5 minutes ago, it's no wonder the word's not coming to mind. Poly something. Polly wants a cracker. Really, is the message I'm delivering. Dan, what is your message to the people? My message to the people is Polly wants a cracker. So the melody is in the key of F, but the bass is not in the key of F, and not even close. Polytonal? Yeah, polytonal. Sounds about right. I knew the word once. It's now long gone. Yeah, and those bass notes are quite low. I'm not able to distinguish them very well. So we're gonna actually keep rocking and rolling here on to the next Juan, which is My World. Talking about my world, hoo. That's the Temptations. Kids, check them out. This is literally a Linkin Park song. Which Linkin Park song is this? Dum 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 dum. And I had nothing to say, and I get lost in the nothing that's inside of me. I was confused, and I let it all out to find. I become what Linkin Park song is this ripping off of? In the End. Is it In the End? No, it's What I've Done, I think. See, Numb, What I've Done, and In the End are like all so close. You feel me? Is that somewhere I belong? I will never know. I'm not gonna do this on my own. I will never feel. And yeah, I also had to do the rap in my head. The only problem was I was doing the rap in my head and it was all the other Linkin Park songs that all sound kind of similar that all have a rap part in it. It's like, I lost in the nothing that's inside of me. I was confused and I let it out. It's like, no, it's not that one. It's the one that's a little faster with the rap. All right. Shout out to my 2000. Oh, yes. I wanna feel like I'm close to something real. I felt so long. I wanna feel like I'm close to something real. And then I felt so long. Somewhere I belong. Yeah, I'm butchering it now. Anyway. Okay, the butchering of Linkin Park songs is over. The dropping of guitar picks has begun. And we're gonna keep it cooking with Robot Carnival. Or is it My World? No, we just listened to My World. let's show you pinch harmonics. Okay, so let's talk about a guitar sound we just heard. Right there. Listen to it again. All right, so what's happening there? It's called a pinch harmonic. So normally if I play this note, that's what it sounds like. If I wiggle it around, it sounds a little cooler. That's called vibrato, like vibrate. Now, if I just squeeze it a little bit, and I'm gonna touch just a little bit of my thumb to the string as I play it. There you go. That gets you what is called a pinch harmonic, which gets that sort of whistle effect on top of the note, which is what you heard right there in Rebeu Carnival. Let's check out Rail Canyon. Wild. 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 Oh my goodness gracious me, what a work of art just with like rhythm guitar driving the whole thing too. There wasn't like a melody to speak of. It's just a guitar driving the whole thing here. So it starts off with this, which is a 1 to flat 2. And then it's which is kind of Barracuda-ish. That gallop there. What an incredible, incredible work of art. In terms, oh, so that was 1 to flat 3 there. Bro, we're having a brain day today, I'll tell you. So right there we have 1, 2, flat 7, 2, flat 6, 2, flat 7. 1, flat 7, flat 6. One, flat 7, flat 6, flat 7. Flat 7, flat 6. Drum break. Back to the 1 to flat 2. What an incredible, like just using rhythm guitar to drive an entire piece of music, not something you hear every day. And you hear it right here in Rail Canyon, Sonic Heroes OST. Let's check out Bullet Station. Pinch harmonics. Sick. Absolutely sick. Bullet Station. So what we can hear is this riff in F sharp minor. Something like that. Point is, what I want to teach you about are power chords in inversion. So normally a power chord is a 1 with a 5 stacked on top of it. In this case, we'd have an F sharp being the 1 and C sharp being the 5. But what gets us this distinct rock sound is actually changing or inverting the order of the chords and bringing this F sharp up here so it actually sounds higher than the C sharp and then taking out that low F sharp altogether. So here's what it would sound like without the power chords in inversion. It would sound like this. Ah, bro. There we go. A little mess, a couple mess ups in there, but that's about the idea. Now, once we invert it, we take that F sharp, we put it higher, here's what it sounds like. Oh, it's got a different feel to it. Type a 2 in the chat if you can hear that different feeling just by changing the order of the notes, by inverting the chord. Put a whatever I just said to put in the chat, because I don't remember what it was I said. Bro. We're gonna make it. All right, let's check out Speed Up Sonic Heroes. Oh, that was awesome. Okay. So, what we just heard in Invincible was in the key of Dear Major, and the key of Dear Major, in the key of D major we had a 1, no money, na na na, to flat 7, no money, na na na, to flat 3, no money, na na na, to 4. Used to be so cool just by playing a D sus to a D. Man, rock stars in the 60s and 70s had it so easy. They could just stand up in front of a crowd and go, D sus to D, and everyone would be like, all right, let's check out this next one. Egg Albatross. Albatross. If you know, you know. Woo! What an incredible riff. No breakdown on that one. I just wanted to enjoy that. That was just a fun riff. Fun riff. All right, let's check out Disquieting Shadow. That is an SAT word if ever I've heard one. Let's go. Oh, my piano. Whoa, Nelly. All right, I'm gonna rewind it for 1 second here. Oh, what is that chord? Huh? Really? Why am I not hearing that? It's just different. Oh yeah, just F minor both times. Okay, but what do we have here? We have something approximating a haunted house vibe. Now there's two ways you get a haunted house vibe. Like, oh, haunting, we're walking up to a scary house, ooh, boo, you know, lightning, lightning, thunder, thunder, scare, scare. There's two ways you have of doing it. The first way is you do, we're in D. The first way is you go a 1 minor to a yeah. You do a 1 to a flat 6 minor. That's your first way. That's like Hollywood haunted situation. Now what we just heard here was slightly different, but kind of similar. We heard 1 to a flat 3 minor. 1 minor to flat 3 minor. That there. And so what's the comparison? What's the principle? Well, the principle is if you want to get a haunted sound, like something bad's about to happen, take a minor chord and move it somewhere you might not expect to hear a second minor chord. And indeed, I mean, not quite as foreboding, but certainly something good is not about to happen. Ooh. Dark and Stormy Night, or ooh. Woo. 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 You get the idea. Haunty, haunty, haunt, haunt, scare, scare, oh my. All right, let's check out Frog Forest. Crunchy frog. All right, as it's looping here, I'm going to do an explainer. So we're going to talk about both the melody and the chords here. So we have the underlying harmony is going to be in the key of F major. It's going to be a 1 to a 6. And that repeats 2 times. Now for every, well, it repeats more than 2 times, but it repeats 2 times to get us through the entire melody. So you have dom dom bam gom be dam dom bum dum, and then we hear it out of the next ear. Dom bum bam bum be bam bum bum bum. Then we hear the same dom bum bam bum be bam bum bum dum. There dom bum bam bum be bam bam bum dingo. We have that little change up here. So we have a subphrase A, same exact melody, different ear, but it's the same notes. Same notes again as subphrase A, and then slight change here at the end. Let's listen for that slight change. Here's the A. Here's the next A. Here's the A, and there's the A prime. There's a Mina right at the end. Dum ba dum Mina. It's a slight change right at the end, which gets us the A prime, meaning it's close, but not quite to being the same exact melody we heard 3 times in a row. And this is a principle we can extrapolate from almost all of the sonic melodies we hear. It's that they're relatively straightforward in the sense that you're going to have something that is definitely going to repeat. When it repeats, it becomes more memorable. When it becomes more memorable, it works its way into your brain faster, and then you actually develop that emotional bond to the music even faster because of how memorable the melody is. Let's keep rocking with Lost Jungle. Okay, I get it. So there's two tracks, well, two artists you've got to check out if you like music like this. By the way, type a 2 in the chat if you like music like this. Type a 2 in the chat if you like music that sounds like this. Well, there's two artists you've got to check out. Number one is Herbie Hancock. The second is Miles Davis. Now, Herbie Hancock actually played music with Miles Davis, for Miles Davis, technically was employed in Miles Davis's band. But the point is, you got to check out a couple of pieces that come top of mind are Cantaloupe Island and Maiden Voyage, that's Herbie, and then All Blues and So What, Miles Davis. You have this modal jazz influence going on here, along with, yeah, some Latin vibes going on, but ultimately, it has this modal jazz, the structure of modal jazz, you have these long durations of time spent on one harmonic bass, where you kind of explore and see what's going on. What is the scene in G minor? And then let's mosey on down to F minor and see what's going on. And that's kind of what modal jazz does. And that's what you can hear in Lost Jungle, in this Sonic Heroes OST. All right, let's keep it going with Excuse Me. Well, excuse me, in the classic Sonic key of A with the G natural, getting us an A Mixolydian scale, also known as an A dominant there. And no, not a Mixolydian scale is the same thing as a dominant. Don't go quoting me out of context. See? He said a scale is a chord. No. I mean, technically that's the words that came out of my mouth, but it's not what I meant. Let's keep it going. With no past to remember. Desert vibes, let's go. I skipped one? I'll go back to it. All right, Unexpected Encounter, let's check it out. Yeah. Let's talk about modal jazz. That was a little faster than modal jazz. Techno modal jazz? So right here we can have as a bass line, really cool, the idea of jumping around in the octave. So that we go da, dum, da, then jump back down, then a flat 3. So we have 1, 1, flat 7, 1, flat 3. Really cool bass line there. Jamming out on an upright bass played pizzicato style, which means plucking with the old fingers on the bass and then turning it into a techno jams. Pump, up the jams, pump it up while your feet are stomping. Let's check out we just did that. Hang Castle. Pump up the jams a little more. Get your feet on the dance floor. This was not what I was expecting. This is nuts. Get that little Michael Jackson. Woo! Oh, this is nuts. This is so cool. Okay. This is now looping. What a delightful, spooky, ooky piece of music, but it's not spooky in a way that's threatening. It's kind of more fun spooky, at least at the level of the music. What do we have? Well, we're hanging out in the key of A minor. And indeed, we do go to the 4 chord in the B section, which is D minor, back to the 1. But all of that really is not that spooky. What makes it spooky is the melody. And in the melody of Hang Castle, Sonic Heroes, we hear... That is what makes it spooky. What about that is spooky? It has to do with the chromaticisms. So we have 5, 6, flat 7. That, not so spooky. Here's where it gets spooky. That's spooky. It's the actual chromatic walk down from 6, flat 6 to 5, and then flat 5 to 5. That is what makes the spookiness. It's those chromatic notes thrown into the melody. All right, let's keep it cooking. And Velvet Aura says another cool thing about this track is that you can layer both major sections on top of one another and it still sounds great. Yeah, because both sections have the same chords. Exactly. Fantastic ear. Great spot. Velvet Aura. Let's check out Mystic Mansion. Far over the Mystic Mountain cold. Let's check it out. More creepiness. Oh yeah. Haunted house for sure. A Japanese melody there. Oh man, I really love that part in the middle where it had a chromatic walk down under the D minor. So it was like... Ah, so yummy. Like that. And if you're wondering, if we were to sum those chords up, what would they be? Well, here's how I think about them. I think about them as being, if we're in the key of D minor, we have a 1 minor to 1 minor major 7 to a 1 minor 7, and then to a 1 minor 6. Absolutely gorgeous. Yoshi Star asks in the chat, did I ever expect to hear hard rock guitar with church bells? And I gotta tell you, I listened to this little soundtrack called the Calamity Mod. from Terraria. And if I recall correctly, there were some bells. Or they called them chimes, but sure, whatever. You know, with some rock guitar. But no, I did not expect to hear rock guitar in here. Thank you very much for your question, Yoshi Star. Let's check out My Ambition. It's like Inspector Gadget. So, My Ambition sounds a little threatening, but also kind of, there's a comedy aspect to it. Like, it sounds a little bit like the music from Inspector Gadget. And what does that do? It makes you take the person who's having this ambition not quite so seriously. So I'm going to go ahead and guess that this is the Eggman talking about his ambition, or an Eggman minion talking about its ambition. But there's only one way to know for sure, and that's to check out this next one, which is called Egg Fleet, which is how I also call breakfast time. I would like my egg fleet. Let's check it out. It's not often that a piece of video game music leaves me speechless. I gotta be honest with you, this is so good. I was just listening to you going, this is so good. And then I'd start writing something and I'd go, oh, that's so good. And then I would think about, oh, we should probably write something down. I'm just like, no, but that's so good. Every once in a while, a piece of music comes along and I just gotta fanboy out to it. And I'll tell you, that was a fanboy piece of music. And if you want to create music that other people are gonna fanboy out to, check out the link in the description. Click that, get the free video game music starter pack, and then book a call on the next page. Talk to someone on my team about actually creating your own music so we can help you create your music. Again, grab that, that's in the description if you want other people to literally be speechless when you make music. Let's keep going to Final Fortress. All right, in this Final Fortress, incredible piece of music. What are we hearing? Well, we're hearing that we're in the key of F minor. And in the key of F minor, we're starting off on a 1 chord, going to a flat 6, flat 7, a flat 3 to a 5. That sounds like this. 1 to a flat 6, to a flat 7, to the flat 3, to the 5. And then in the B section, it's flat 6, flat 7, 1, to flat 6, to flat 7, to. And that is how the whole thing rocks and rolls. The A section, the B section, and all things in between. That is how you do it. All right, let's keep rock and rolling to the next one, which is going to be Metal Sonic, the ultimate Overlord. Look out, Cub Scout. I skipped one? Sorry. Egg Emperor, going back, skipped one, sorry. All right, so what we're hearing is, like we talked about before, the inverted power chords. I'm paraphrasing. That wasn't quite it, but it's close. And there are those inverted power chords in there. And that's how you rock this roll. Okay, let's keep going with Metal Sonic for real this time. This is so good. This is so good. I'm glad we get to listen to this a second time. This is so good. This is so good. So good. So good. Nelly! That is the most complex piece of music we have heard this entire OST. Full orchestra, sounds absolutely incredible. The recording is just gorgeous. And on top of that, we got this really cool riff. Let's play along with it. And so that is the riff. So it's like we're circling around a D and we're going down a half step to the 7 and then up to the flat 2 and then we're bringing the whole idea up a whole step to E, down a half step, up a half step, and that gets you your Full Metal Sonic. Let's check out All Heroes Gather. We're in the end game now. Let's do it. Oh, goosebumps! I got goosebumps! I got goosebumps! I got goosebumps! Oh! Oh! We literally hear the heroes gathering at the end there. How do we hear them gathering? We hear the key. It ends up right here. There's this moment of transition. Right here. Right here. That chord right there, that's the moment of transition. That's the heroes coming together. We're in the key of A major, the classic Sonic key, the key that started this whole franchise. The key of A major, and then where does it go? If that wasn't enough, it goes to the flat 7 to G, and we're back. And we're back. That is the Sonic harmonic motif idea. That is representing the heroicism, the Sonicism of Sonic, the tailism of tails, the cracking knuckles of knuckles. But I don't have really strong feelings about it either way, so, you know. Let's check out Metal Madness. Who brought Darth Vader to the party? All right, my little stylus here is about to go. It's got a quick zhuzh. Hold on, I want to explain this to you. I got one thing to break down here. There we go. Okay, so if you want to know the chord progressions that sound the most threatening, like something as bad is going to happen, like haunted house, evil villain, bad thing's going to happen, we got this Venn diagram where all the bad stuff is right in here. And what do we have? We got 1 to flat 3. We got all minor, by the way. So we got 1 minor to flat 3 minor. We got 1 minor to flat 6 minor. And like we just heard in Metal Madness, a 1 to flat 5 minor. So you do any of those chords, you're gonna have something that sounds threatening, sure enough. Let's check out what I'm made of. Oh, I think one of my clients used this for an example. Yeah.
Let me show you who I am.
So good. Easily, far and away, I'm going to give that, out of all of the vocal pieces of music in this Sonic Heroes OST, that gets the S tier. Just one man's opinion, but that right there, easily. Lyrically, guitaristically, the form, the music, everything. Wow. Someone said best Crush 40 song? Possibly. I haven't listened to every single one of them, but I will tell you, that is a standout piece of music. Standout. Truly. And by the way, that in a room full of 10 out of 10 pieces of music, that one has its head above the crowd. Truly. Excellent. Yes. Yeah. The vocal performance, guitar performance. Gorgeous. Let's listen to our finale. Friends, this has been such a fun journey listening to the soundtrack with you. Thank you for spending this time with me. And with all of us. Thanks for spending this time with us. And it doesn't end on a resolution. It leaves the door open for the next chapter. Wow, that didn't have you tearing up. I don't know what will. Absolutely gorgeous finale. Wow, what an incredible ride. An incredible OST with such incredible music made by such incredible musicians. Amazing, delightful, delicious. Indeed, Sonic Heroes did blow this music teacher's mind. You want to create your own music? Check out the link in the video description. I will see you in the next stream. Take care and goodbye. No, seriously, bye. Bye.